I went from being 19 and homeless to now being a 22-year-old millionaire, and that's all thanks to permanent makeup. I was always super insecure about my brows because I literally did not have any. So when I was 19, I went and had them microbladed. Every time I tell this story, the number one question I get is, how did I have the money to get my brows microbladed when I was homeless? Dude, it was my biggest insecurity, and I literally saved up because I was like, no, I need this. And I was like, this is not gonna get me an apartment, so I might as well just invest it into myself. And that's exactly what I did. So I went and had my brows microbladed and paid $1,000. And I immediately fell in love with permanent makeup. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is for me. 2 weeks after I had my brows microbladed, the girl posted a story of how she was gonna have a class. And I was like, that's for me. This is the universe speaking to me. Like, if this is not a sign, I don't know what is. So I took a bunch of credit cards, I saved up money from work, and I put together those $6,000 and took the permanent makeup class. The class was $6,000 and I only learned microblading. She did also go a little bit over marketing. She also had like a come up story. She didn't grow up rich and sort of did everything on her own. I identified with her so much and I was so inspired. So after the course, I went home and literally practiced day and night, cried because I was so frustrated. I was like, I'm not getting these hairs right. My brows do not look good. What am I gonna do? Did I just waste this money? So I basically started doubting myself. But I continued. I continued with doubt, with fear, but I was continuing to do what I had to do. Remember that I told you that a couple weeks before I did have my brows microbladed. So by now it had been around 4 weeks. So it was time for me to come back in for my touch-up. I went in for my touch-up and there was a bunch of people waiting there. And she recognized me, so she did come up to me and she just started making talk. And she was telling me, oh, I'm so busy. Like, even me with the other girls, we're not enough. She was just trying to, like, inspire me. Like, look, there's opportunity, there's this and that. But all I saw was like, do you need me? All I saw was an opportunity to work for her because remember I doubted myself and I was like, no, I can't do this. I do not have the clients. I do not even have friends to practice on. I immediately told her, I would love to work for you. I, to this day, don't know what came over me because I used to be super shy, but at the same time, I was going through a rough time, so I was just open to any possibilities, any opportunities. She was like, honestly, I've never hired anyone out of my family to work for me. This would literally be the first time. And I'm gonna make the exception for you. My heart started beating so fast, and so I went for it. I literally signed the paperwork right away. She made me sign like an NDA. The next 2 months, she would train me. I would drive an hour and a half to go to the studio and an hour and a half to go back to my house. And all I would do in my 8 hours there a day is sit there and practice doing brows every single day for 8 hours. Until one day, she literally came up to me and told me, you need to do a model. My heart stopped. Okay, I was so scared. My grandma was the first model I ever did because none of my other family members would let me do their brows. It was super heartbreaking. I was in disbelief, honestly. All she told me was, you need to do another model. So imagine my disappointment after practice every single day, 8 hours a day. Imagine how I felt when I did my first model and she did not compliment me and hype me. And there was a little problem. I did not have any friends, and what little family I do have, they were not willing to let me practice on them. So next, I took my very loving mother. She said, let's do 5 more models and then I'm gonna throw you on the floor and get you working right away so you can start getting paid. Little problem, again, no friends here, no people that would let me practice on them. So now I was jobless, houseless, everything was just going south. Do you know what I mean? Literally have this intrusive thought that was like, why don't I start a permanent makeup business? And that's exactly what I did. I hit my first $10,000 month as a solo permanent makeup artist, and that's when I decided to bring people into my team. I now have 5 girls. I did 10 courses after the initial one, and I feel like every time I learned something new, but there was not a single course that had everything together. So I made it my mission to create the ultimate course that had everything you need, gives you the best techniques for permanent makeup, and at the same time gives you all the marketing tools that you need to be able to shorten your path to $1 million. I give you a full kit with everything that you need to be able to start working and practicing right away, like the machine, the needles, the numbing cream, the ink, and so much more. I also include things like a step-by-step guide on how to obtain your license in the... You get a private one-on-one call with me where I'm able to take a look at how you're performing your work, how your technique is, and twitch and fix it until I feel that it's perfect. You get lifetime support with me throughout your journey as a permanent makeup artist so that you can give the best result and have customers who continuously come back to you and bring you other people. At the same time, you're going to be working with the marketing tools that I give you. So with the perfect technique, the secret marketing tools that I'm passing on to you, you will have all the right tools to become a millionaire within your first year of being a permanent makeup artist, as I did.